I know for certain that beyond the childhood years at least, imaginary friends aren't supposed to stay with you. Yes, I'm sure you'll be thinking, this guy is a complete maniac. I'd love to agree with you, but I honestly think I'm a fairly normal, fairly average, level-headed kind of guy. I'm married. I went to a mediocre university. I have a shitty office job that comes along with this very own shitty office manager. Oh, and I have a car every Friday night. That's pretty much my life. But at my age, 26, still have an imaginary friend. His name is Walt, by the way. Believe me, I've tried on multiple occasions to be rid of him. I've questioned my own sanity. I've had therapy. I've gotten wine drunk. I've even put a moderate amount of research into the paranormal to try and cleanse my house of spirits. Nothing works, so the reality remains that I'm stuck with him, and I've just had to try and get used to it over the years. I mean, what else is there to do, in fairness? This method was working pretty well. Like, I've never particularly minded him. It's not as though he can talk, and he's not around every hour of every day. All he can do is whistle, walk, gesture, and as I discovered quite recently, he can cry a lot. As such, I think it would be prudent if I gave you a bit of backstory about him before I get onto the issue at hand. The fact that his incessant crying is completely ruining my life. I really hope you can help me, because I'm literally at my wit's end. So, to start, I suppose you want to know where I first met him. Well, I can give you a very specific answer. It was the night of my 10th birthday. I remember distinctly being awoken by a beautiful tune that was being whistled from what appeared to be the corner of my bedroom. There, in the corner, I saw a man in his entirely red mane. You know, from the Fantastic Beasts series. But he's dressed up like Abraham Lincoln. You know, the American president. That's what he looks like. He was smiling at me, waving and whistling a marathon. The very tune he has repeated at all major events of my life. It goes like this, and essentially repeats itself. Dee-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da-la-dee. He whistled on my wedding day, my graduation, and also when I found out my wife was pregnant. And of course, the day he met me. Yet, I know it looks like I've only had 2 major life events in total. That's my exciting life for you, of course. 10-year-old me was terrified, and my parents thought I'd completely lost the plot. But Walt didn't even react to the chaos going on around him. He just remained there, having a whistle, and then fell asleep. I slept with my mom in that dead night and remember being so thankful that he wasn't there the following morning. He was, however, at school that day, sitting in the corner of the classroom. Long story short, we kinda started to get along. He helped me out with things like walking home. I know this sounds like an easy task, but I was getting bullied at the time, and he always led me in a direction where I wouldn't run into my dickhead classmates. I was really thankful for that. He also led me to my wife in a cafe I'd have never visited if he hadn't led me in there. And I've helped with other countless things. I think it's why none of the other bit my fist of getting rid of him at what he's essentially become my good luck charm. And I don't know that my mind truly wants to be rid of him. It's a weird thing. His name, I called him W for a long time, like W for whistle, and eventually just started to call him Walt. I suggested at first that he should be called William, but he didn't like that. He shook his head for a whole week, so we settled on Walt. Anyway, to get to the point, the other day, I made the mistake of telling my wife about him. It was an honest slip of the tongue. I was a bit drunk and was joking that as the baby is nearly due, Walt would be whistling like crazy on the day our son will be born, and that I wasn't sure how much noise I'd be able to take crying, screaming, whistling escape. Needless to say, she started asking a lot of questions. Who's Walt? Do you still have an imaginary friend? What the fuck, Richard? And you've never thought to tell me that he's in the corner right now. Well, we're getting you help tomorrow. That last statement hit a nerve in me. For some reason, I put my foot down. Walt was on the landing, very much away, watching our argument intensely. And God, I tried getting rid of him years ago. The fact is, he's always been there for me, and I can't cope without him. He usually sleeps at this time, and you've woken him up. Cough off. She slapped me and started to get frantic. You're going to have a beautiful baby boy, Richard. You need to take some fucking responsibility. I can't believe what I'm fucking hearing. We're getting you the help you need whether you like it or not. You've not been mentally all that recently anyway. Walt started to get upset. Something they'd never seen before. You fucking bitch. Lisa, you've a second, for fuck's sake. Lisa started to get upset too. You're scaring me, Lisa. Let go of me. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. But with that, I slapped her across the face. She fell down the stairs and Walt rushed past me to see where she landed. He went over to her, seemed to check her pulse, and then he started crying a lot. He hasn't stopped since. I told Lisa to stop being dramatic, that the bitch is upsetting Walt, and she knows I'm onto her too. She thinks she can get me to go to the hospital if she pretends to be dead, but I'm not falling for that, no way. She's been at the bottom of the stairs for 3 days now. 3 days of crying from Walt too. She really is being stubborn, and Walt won't stop crying. Please help me. Shut the fuck up, Walt. Shut the fuck up, Walt. Shut up. Fuck off. Shut up. Stop crying. Please stop crying. I can't get it. Stop it. Fuck off.